Hello, hello, and welcome back to Death Stranding. When we left off, we almost got attacked by a group of bandits before we were saved by some BTs, and now BB is scared.
Verifying ID is clear. All weapons will remain locked until departure. Cargo verified.
Alright, head west. We arrived at our destination right as we ended the last one.
Decontaminating suit. Rest is advised.
I'll rest however much I goddamn please. I'm probably gonna rest. I got a crying baby. I got deliveries to make. Yes. Yeah, all the rare metals being delivered successfully. With minimal damage, I believe. Look at that. Yay.
Way station folks told me all about you. Sam Bridges, with the second expedition, right? The guy expanding the chiral network on his lonesome. When he's not out making deliveries. So what you guess? Let's see it. Talk about above and beyond. Thanks. Must have had to pass through BT territory to get here too, didn't you?
Yeah.
Hey, weren't joking when they said you were a legend.
I probably would have snuck right around the BTs if I weren't running for my life from those other dudes. They all got slightly damaged from when I fell over in the river. Nice. Nice. Da-da-da. I like seeing I love that it draws every path you take. Like, man, it's awesome. Probably would have been easier if I took the long way around past the other place. The People's Porter. Alright, get a nice big reward for the volume of the delivery. So it looks like random cargo things only fill in the miscellaneous section, whereas doing other stuff fill in the other sections, I guess. Ooh, Skilled Handler. You've been awarded the title of Skilled Handler. Continue to strive for greater recognition. You have achieved delivery volume grade 10. You can now carry more cargo. Ooh, nice. Alright. I like how the art changes every time.
Okay, it's time. Do you mind connecting us to the network?
Alright. This is my goddamn network. Throw it on the ground to start stomping. Such a cool effect. Yeah, so these do straight up this trip, or what feels like a short trip, is just a shrunken down representation of a several state journey, apparently. That's kind of funny, I think. Like, it definitely doesn't feel like a several state journey that I'm making, you know what I mean? But sacrifices gotta be made for games.
As always, thanks for bringing more folks into the UCA.
As more facilities join the UCA, Bridges HQ will be able to provide additional functionality to those facilities, such as the ability to fabricate equipment and weapons via delivery terminal. The range of available weapons and equipment may increase, and new terminal functions and information may be added as things progress. New interview required mules and drone syndrome, bridge babies, and timefall. New features have been added to your cufflink, mail, and data. New option has been added to delivery terminal, recycle. Ooh, and there's all the markings in the region. Now connected to the network, yes.
Looks like we're on the chiral network. And with those materials
Hancock.
for our chiral printer, we can produce supplies for you here as needed. Think of it as our way of returning the favor. Now head west and keep on doing what you do.
Yee.
Good. The distro center is on the network.
Sam, do me a favor. Take your BB to a private room and connect it to the incubator.
Will do. What is the recycler? Oh, you can recycle things you're not using. Is that what I'm supposed to do? To the resin, I gather? I don't want to recycle if that's not what I'm supposed to do. I'm worried. Recycles cargo to produce new materials. Let's just go to our private restroom for now.
Your work is great.
Dead man, you there? Little help?
Okay, Sam. Remove the pod and connect it to that incubator.
It's in.
Good. A temporary excessive stress. Easily addressed if we return it to its mother's womb.
Mother?
Located in the capital Knot City ICU. Brain dead, of course.
You mean still mother?
Correct. A still mother's womb facilitates a connection between the world of the dead and the BB. And you, in turn, connect yourself to a BB, granting you the ability to sense BTs.
You're the
These pods
babies
would
of a
be
dead
adapted to
mother.
the conditions inside a still mother's womb. BBs need to believe they're in one at all times to function properly. However, we can only maintain this deception for so long, which is why we must periodically update the environmental data by synchronizing it with a still mother via the chiral network. There. The update is in progress. Right now, the pod is synchronizing with the still mother in capital Knot City and reconfiguring its settings based on the latest data.
That's really interesting.
Returning your BB to the womb in this manner will temporarily reduce its stress levels. That being where it technically belongs, of course.
Kid looks happy.
I'll try adjusting the oxytocin dosage. Autotoxemia should set in much slower from now on.
A still mother. So it's a
You should
dead
remember
mother.
That BBs are just equipment. Try not to get attached.
It's a fucking baby.
One has been physically removed from its still mother's womb. A process that renders them unpredictable and prone to failure. No
Maybe because you're treating it like an
has remained
object and not a
in service for
creature.
over a year. It may need to be retired before this expedition is over.
And then? You saying there's no way to keep my BB alive?
You must understand, there is still a great deal we don't know about BBs. As we expand the chiral network and recover more past data, perhaps we'll find our answers. Oh, right. You asked me to look into why the BTs might be reacting to your blood. I spoke with Hartman. We should have your results soon. Anyway, get some rest. You and your BP are both exhausted.
Hmm.
Good night, Sam.
Why did he cuff himself to the bed?
London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. London Bridge is falling down, my fair lady. Sam? Can you see me?
How are things over there?
Still not under guard. Still not chained up. Still can't leave. But if you can keep making connections, if you can get to me, we can go back east. Back home. Thank you. I mean that. It's bad. There are fewer and fewer people in the cities these days. No one's having children anymore. But humans aren't made for living alone. They're supposed to come together, to help one another. And if we as a people can't do that, if we can't reconnect, then, well, it's like Bridget said, extinction.
Come on. Rebuilding America isn't gonna get rid of the BTs. As long as they're still around, there's no escaping it.
But at least we'll have hope. I'll be waiting, Sam. Waiting for you. Come and find me.
Man, it's just crazy.
Hello, Sam. This is Hartman. Since you're awake, it might behoove you to freshen up. To that end, why not take a shower? It's
I wanna
good for
see
the
you
body
naked.
and soul, and also my research as it happens.
How is me showering good for your research? You know, I have a realization with the chiralgrams. It's very possible that my sister could already be dead, and that'd be real fucked up. If this is just them trying to get me to do their mission for them through tricking me.
Tired, huh?
The origin of what the BBs are is very interesting to know. Oh, I can't look at the computer system. Okay. Let's just go ahead and take a shower. God, this fucking hair on his shoulders.
As I oversee BT research. I'll be taking a sample of your shower water in order to study the effects your bodily fluids might have on a BT.
Study other people with dooms?
Everyone in Bridges, myself and Mama. Results thus far are inconclusive. But you possess other singular qualities, being a repatriate as well. I must confess to a measure of optimism sample with you. Should the opportunity arise, try using it on a BT. I'm curious to see how they react.
Throw your bathwater at them.
Prove beneficial to you. There was an old research paper detailing the effects of bodily fluids from individuals like us on BTs. It is only by recovering these materials that we can unearth the knowledge of the past. Not just the Death Stranding, but also the mystery of your body's unique properties and even our doom's affliction. There may well be hope for humanity. Sam, I have no interest in rebuilding America. I want to recover the past. 5, oh, 4, it's almost time.
2, 1. After you make your connections and nothing happens, then what? I said, then what?
What was that countdown about?
Sam, sorry to bother you while you're taking a break, but I figured you'd want to hear this. Hell, maybe it'll help you rest easier. We received a number of messages addressed to you. I've not taken a look myself, but I gather they're mostly from your clients. You should see if they contain any useful information. Mail can be accessed via your cufflinks, as well as the terminal in your private room. There's something else I'd like to share with you. With the Chiral network, we now have the power to reclaim our past. Data once thought lost forever from every corner of America can be pieced back together from fragmented records. Our archives are still a work in progress, of course. But as we expand the network and integrate more way stations and cities, we'll be able to recover more and more information, such as the previous expedition's logs and reports. Everything they sent back was lost when Central Knot City was destroyed. Now we've managed to restore some already, in fact. You can access them from a private room terminal or your cufflinks by selecting Archives. Might make for interesting reading.
Alright, let's take a look. Hey, you going to it, buddy? What? What the fuck? I hit the 4 button. Yeah, God, that's funny. So the little trips do in fact represent several state-long journeys. It's kind of like how the Fallout series compresses down areas just to a much more extreme degree, I suppose. That's interesting, though. So we started in the Washington area, moved up to... Where is that? Oh, God, see, this is gonna be... I don't know the central states very well. Like, you move away from New England or the East... or the West Coast, and I'm fucked. We're not at Kentucky yet. That's way further along. We're south of Michigan. I don't know. I'm bad with geography. Never been a strong suit. Alright, let's read some of our messages. Benjamin Hancock. Distribution center west of Capital Knot City. Sorry, Sam, bad news. Thanks. Oop. Thanks. Jesus. No, stop. Thanks for delivering those rare metals, Sam. Everyone at the distro center really appreciated you coming through for us. I'm afraid I've got some bad news for you, though. That bike you saw outside, its battery's dead. You'll have to give it some juice if you want to use it. Only need to do it once, though. Auto charger should kick in after. Sorry if we got your hopes up. And I've got some more bad news for you, too. You see, different facilities have to work together, sharing materials so everyone gets what they need, and to make sure everything that's produced gets put to proper use. That's why guys like you are so important. Without porters, the whole system will fall apart, the whole world even. Sorry, my lozenge just completely dissolved. Still recovering from my cold. Anyway, there's this guy, George Batan, over in Way Station. He used to be a reliable porter, but lately it's like pulling teeth getting him to make even the simplest deliveries. keeps bitching about being scared or not having enough oxy or whatever. Always some excuse. Even when he does agree to make the run, he's liable to lose half his load en route. So yeah, that's why we're a bit short on materials at the moment. I'm sure you'll soon help us put that right. We're counting on you, Sam. Way station west of capital Knot City. Oh, more than Oxy. Sam the man, our savior. Things are looking up here at the way station. Everything feels better somehow. Probably because you all got your antidepressants. We were all bright-eyed and bushy-tailed when we set ourselves up. But 3 years ago, 3 years of isolation and loneliness will change anyone's tune. Hell, when we first got here, we were putting up signs for porters and whatnot. But after a while, some guys got too scared to even set foot outside. When the central went up, I told myself that this was it. America's done. Everyone was feeling it too, and the mood was just bleak. And then you waltzed on in. I know what you're thinking. At first, I thought it was just the oxytocin too, but that's not it. Not all. Not all of it, anyhow. You gave us a glimmer of hope we needed by bringing us into the chiral network. We're back in the game now. Been thinking of putting up signs again even. Watchtowers too. Before long we'll be opening up new delivery routes, mark my words. It's still scary out there, though. All the oxy in the world won't help us deal with the mules, let alone BTs. Well, we'll shit ourselves every time we catch sight of one. And, I keep getting tongue-tied. And end up dropping half our equipment. Honestly, a part of me still is still a little worried that we won't be able to keep it up. That's what that is. That's what those emojis say. And that's why we need you, Sam. You're not scared of anything, right? So go and show us how it's done. Alright. Nice. What do we got for data? Mules and drone syndrome. Mules and drone syndrome. From Die Hard Man 2 years ago. Bridges HQ. Bridges' primary objective is to rebuild America, and in order to rebuild, one of our main tasks is reconnecting cities and other settlements by re-establishing delivery network. Back before the Death Stranding, the comms and delivery network were what held society together. The whole thing was automated, AI managed, deliveries carried out by drone. The belief was that taking people out of the equation would revolutionize the entire system, but the things didn't quite pan out that way. Instead, we started seeing cases of what would eventually be dubbed drone syndrome. It was too much for some folk to accept, leaving everything to machines and nothing to the common man. And indeed, the oxytocin deficiency and the hormonal imbalance we confirmed seemed to back up that assessment. Humanity needs to be part of the process. So laws were put in place and we stepped back into the picture again. So it's like, that's a funny thought. The idea that the automation of work just left people depressed. We're actually kind of seeing early stages of something like that in real life right now as robots are being put into low quality job, air quotes, low position jobs. And then what happened? All the people put out of work by machines who got called up again convinced themselves society couldn't survive without them. And that brought a whole new disorder. Delivery dependence syndrome, they call it. When the Death Stranding tore us apart, the delivery problem spiraled even further. It wasn't held any by the fact that the chiral cloud prevented planes and drones from flying, which meant we had to go back to relying on completely on human couriers, whether we liked it or not. Eventually, delivering goods became all some lived for. They were obsessed, addicted, consumed by the desire to deliver. Over time, they turned into the mules we know and love today. I'm sorry, what? Gotta get my fix, man. I gotta... Where's the Amazon truck? I gotta make my deliveries. Bridge babies. Bridge babies. From Dead Man a year ago. Look, I'm kind of new here at Bridges, so I don't know any of the things, no, excuse me, know if any of this will be useful to you. Still, I'm happy to talk about BBs if that's what you want. They call me Dead Man, on account of my familiarity with the dead. Get it? We've always been on good terms, you see. Used to have a regular little chats, back when I worked in the morgue. Anyway, that's also the reason I work on the BB maintenance and research, to learn more about those who are no longer with us. But I digress. The fact is, BBs were already being issued to our forces in the field before I joined Bridges. What's more, research into little guys had already been conducted long ago, but no one took the plunge and put what they discovered into practical use. Still, what that did mean is that when Bridges wanted to build their own BBs, most of the work had already been done for us. We just needed to follow the instruction manual, so to speak. Which isn't to say that we have any idea how they work. Not how they can detect BTs, or that they can connect this world to the other side. Tongue-tied, sorry. We still have so much to learn about our little friends. But one thing is certain. Their continued study will lead us to greater understanding of the Stranding, and of life and death itself. That much I can assure you. Well, I think that's about all I have to tell you today. Hopefully, I'll have something new to share next time we chew the fat. See you around, I guess. And Timefall. 3 years ago. Timefall was first recorded when the Death Stranding occurred, and despite all the years that have passed since then, we are no closer to understanding how or why it accelerates the passage of time for the objects and organisms it touches, or why it immediately turns to ordinary water after doing so. Some researchers have gone as far as to posit that this process as stealing time. As for why the timefall is observed only in certain places, all that we can know for certain is that it somehow is affected by local chiral concentrations. This is merely a hunch, but something in me suspects that the Death Stranding may have warped our perception of the passage of time. Not that that's necessarily a bad thing, you understand. We humans can conceive of our own death, and even the possibility of a place beyond death, yes? We have the capability to conceptualize the future, an evolutionary advantage which aided in our development as a species. Well, what if Timefall has given us a new, supercharged version of this essential ability? One that will take us to the next stage of our evolution. Perhaps we wouldn't need to hole ourselves in not cities. Perhaps, in time, the Death Stranding will come to be seen as the phenomenon that saved our species. Exciting thoughts. I'm sure you'll agree. I, for one, can't wait to see set out on our journey. Who knows what awaits us? What's going on in the manual? Oh, let's just... yeah, get rid of all that. Go away. Listen. There we go. There's one that I keep skipping over down there, I see it. Oh, I think I got it this time. Yeah, there we go, all gone. Alright. What? I didn't get a thing about their mission, though, like you said I would. Unless that's... oh. No, that's my activity log. Maybe that's what the timefall talk was. Oh no. Alright. Yeah, figured I was gonna get another phone call.
We've received a distress call from the distro center staff. Check the order on the delivery terminal as soon as you're ready.
Alright. And I think we'll be making that check next time on Death Stranding. A lot of just lore dump today. But, you know, I don't mind that every now and again. I'm super looking forward to what's going to develop in this game. Man, interesting theories forming on like what all of this could mean. But I will say one thing. Kojima has this weird history of always making a game that is a few steps ahead of its time in the most interesting ways. Like, this game was made and released before the pandemic, and like, goddamn if its message hasn't become all the more relevant since then. I'm just... I'm super looking forward to getting further into things. Those who this is their first experience with it, I'd love to hear some of your theories in the comments on what the story is. I don't want to hear any spoilers if you've already experienced things, though, because I read every comment I get, and I don't want to be spoiled on things. But, if you've been enjoying, I'd appreciate a like and a subscribe and all that, and I'd appreciate if you watch some more of my videos. End cards will be coming up in just a moment. At the top will be 2 playlists, the Death Stranding one, and another series Future Brian thinks you like. And then on the bottom left will be my most recent upload, and the bottom right will be a video recommended specifically for you by the YouTube algorithm. So go ahead and click on this to continue watching. I love y'all, and ta-ta for now.